Alrighty guys, what's going on everybody? Welcome back here to another stream, my friends. Hope everyone is doing well. It is good to see you all here for some coverage tonight. We got ourselves kind of a busy night going on as we do have a pretty big enhanced risk that we're watching here for some severe weather. But hope everyone's doing good. Good to see y'all. Let's see what we got here today. We have Liz saying bok bok. Good to see you too. Hope you're doing good, Liz. Let's see. We have Kim saying hello, and Andrea. Do I look like an Andrea? I'm kidding. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Anything for Southeast Michigan? So Michigan today, we're pretty good. Yeah, this is mostly a threat for the upper Midwest here. Michigan's in the clear. Let's see here. What's up, Kim? What's up, K-Jack? Welcome, welcome. What's up, Ponderosa? What's up, Rain? What's up, Mom? Hope you guys are, hope you all are doing well. So, yeah, we are tracking this level 3 threat here for severe weather. We have Minneapolis out here. So we're going to have to keep it out there for some of the regions out here by Minneapolis overall. In terms of tornadoes, we do have a little 5% still that we're watching here for a little bit of eastern portions of South Dakota and a little bit of like southwestern Minnesota. Now, the 2% risk is actually pretty decent as it does extend here from basically the extreme north-central side here of Nebraska, and it does cut its way over here. I should probably change the title. Hold on a minute. We have it to Lakeland Storm Spotting. That's not right. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit. That's a little bit better. Anyways, Yeah, but we do have that level 2 threat, that 2% tornado threat here that does extend into upper Wisconsin and a little bit of the upper state of Michigan here along the western side here. So we're going to keep it out there for that. Thank you, K-Jack. Appreciate it. What's up, Karen? Hope you're doing good. Kim says, Andrew, I'm so sorry. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's all funny. It's all good. What's up, B. Williams? Good to see you, my friend. What time can I be live tomorrow? I'm not gonna set any times yet because things can change a bit. Anyways, we do got ourselves a 30% wind risk here tonight too, out here by the south central side here of Minnesota and eastern South Dakota. That's a 30% wind risk out there. Potential wind gusts between 60 upwards of 70 or greater, which we're going to have to look out there for. 15% risk extends into the upper state of Michigan, and of course we do have that 5% in the brown here. All for the same probability. Potential winds up to 60, 70, maybe slightly greater within some localized storms. And then lastly, in terms of hail, they actually did get rid of the hatch risk here, but we still do have that 15% wind risk out here, or sorry, hail risk, for the lower portions of Minnesota, as well as eastern South Dakota here. Now, we do have a couple severe storms going on now. We got a handful of them. We're gonna look at the past the radar. You can see that this storm is moving to the southeast. This one's actually heading up there by Brandon and Sioux Falls area here. So we got a severe storm kind of tracking out there. Currently is warned for 70 mile per hour wind gusts here. 70 mile per hour wind gusts, which this also includes, let's see here. Severe storm will be near Montrose around 11:05 p.m. Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area at Humboldt around 11:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this, other locations in the path of this severe thunderstorm include Hartford. So that's for the one up here. This is actually tracking towards Sioux Falls. You can see Sioux Falls right here. So we'll definitely keep it out there for that. It's the exciting stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit active tonight, unfortunately. Got another warning up here, which shares borders between eastern South Dakota and southwestern Minnesota, which includes Lake Benton, Arco, Tyler, Verde, Elkton. Here, this is in South Dakota. Ward, South Dakota. We do have Brookings, as well as Bushnell inside the warning, but the storms have kind of rolled out of there. So we're pretty good on that. But yeah, still got to keep an eye out there for the Lake Benton area. These storms are pretty much moving pretty much southeast here for the most part. You can see there's quite a bit of lightning activity actually on these multiple lightning strikes here, as you can see with those little lightning indicators. Definitely quite an electric storm going on out here. What's up, Scott? Good to see you, man. Saying hi, Andrew, and everyone else. What's up? Hope you are doing well. It's good to see you. But yeah, so we're going to definitely keep it out there for these storms here for a little bit. We also do have a new warning up here for northern Iowa, including Spencer, let's see here, Fostoria, Milford, let's see, Superior, Spirit Lake, Lake Park, Orleans, I think it is. This is actually for, really? Penny hail observed. I don't think I've ever seen a tag with penny hail observed. That's not even severe. That's not even classified as severe. We do have 60 mile per hour wind gust potential. That's really weird. So yeah, we do have apparently we have observed hail up to penny size, which is not severe, but we do have that 60 mile per hour wind gust concern. Let's see, severe storm will be near Jackson and Jackson County, Lake Park. Let's see here, Bergen, Killeen Woods. See State Park around 11:10 p.m. Central. Spirit Lake. How the heck do you say that? Okabachi. Is that how you say that? Okabachi? I'm probably butchering that one. Orleans. Let's see here. Wapenton around 11:15 Central. Arnold's Park in West Okabach. Yeah. Okay, that area. Around 11:20 p.m. Central Time. Other locations in the path of the storms include Milford, Everly, Fostoria, and Superior. Goodness, man. Some of these are a little a little tricky. We got a warning in here in southeastern Minnesota. This one's for 60 mile an hour winds observed. Let's see here. Train spotters reported multiple trees were down across Wayska County, I think it is. Probably not. Let's see. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. So that includes Bloomington, Prairie, around 10:50 p.m. Central Time, and Hayfield around 11:05 p.m. Central Time. So as of now, that is what we are dealing with. We got a lot of flooding going on though, still across like Missouri and all throughout the Ohio Valley and stuff. Anyways, but yeah, y'all make sure if you have any questions tonight to let me know, because I want to be here to help you guys out. What's going on here? We got air quality alerts here. Does it say what it's from? It doesn't really say, but this is up here by Cleveland. Up in Northeast Ohio, we got some air quality alerts. Also, New York City, too. Wait, is that expire in 4 minutes? Okay. Well, they ain't going to be there that much longer. So we do have eastern South Dakota and southwestern Minnesota here in the watch area. So that pink area that y'all see here, this is where we do have those severe thunderstorm watches in effect here. They expire in about an hour. Let's see, probabilities on it. Probability of 2 or more tornadoes is a 20% chance. Probability of 1 or more EF2 to EF5 is a 5%. Probability of 10 or more severe wind events here is 60%. So, we're likely going to see over 10, damaging wind events here tonight, which I'm sure we probably already have. Let's see, probability of 1 or more being up to 75, 20%. Probability of 10 or more severe hail events, moderate, up to 40%. And probability of 1 or more hailstone 2 inches in diameter, up to 30%. Probability or 10 or more severe hail events, 90%. So that's what we're looking like in the watch area. How many of you guys are new to the channel? I'm pretty new. I've never been to this channel. It's only a couple times. Only a few times. But yeah, so that's kind of the area we're paying attention to, y'all. It's going to be up here towards the upper Midwest. So once again, we are tracking that level 3 enhanced risk here, including the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. This is across the lower portion of Minnesota. We're also going to have to keep it out there for severe weather across the slight risk area too. That level 2 slight risk here, which is still a decent risk for severe weather. So we'll have to monitor that as well. Let's see. Looking at the flooding threat, we do actually have a level 2 threat for flooding here today. Across southern Minnesota as well as upper Iowa here. This gives at least a 15% chance probability of flooding. Now, we actually do have another level 2 down for portions of central, eastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia, and, of course, we have a little bit of lower Virginia, upper North Carolina here, too. What's up, Dixie? Checking in from Cheyenne Wells, Colorado. Good to have you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing good. Welcome to the channel, Drew. Thank you. Yeah, it's my first time here. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Good to see you. So, by the way, I forgot to mention to y'all, they actually upgraded the probability of this system out here for development. This is that, here, let me move the satellite a little bit. This is that system that we've been watching here in the Eastern Pacific, which we are seeing an overall 70% chance probability here of development. So that has actually increased here since earlier when we did our live stream update. We now actually have a 10% chance of development here in the next 48 hours or the next 2 days here. So it's unlikely that we're going to have anything really kicking off here with this system. I think this is a little bit outdated. I don't think it's daytime anymore out here. But yeah, anyways, we do have a 70% overall probability. Now, we do have a new tropical storm. This is Iona. I think that's how you pronounce it. More than likely not. Let's see here. This is currently a tropical storm here. Sustained winds of 40, gusting up to right around 50 or so. Central low is at 1,005 millibars. So the system's going to gradually work its way westward here. We are going to get upwards pretty close to hurricane strength, You can see in the forecast here, we do have the maximum winds up to 70 or so, which that's going to be, pretty close to hurricane territory. That's not too far. Anyways, but we're going to hop back to severe weather here for now. What's up, Liv? Hope you're doing good. So once again, heads up to my Sioux Falls people. We got some severe weather heading into the region here. We do have 70 mile per hour wind gusts on this storm here. Also, potential hail up to penny size here, 0.75 inches in diameter. Severe storm will be near Montrose around 11:05 Central Time. This includes Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area in Humboldt around 11:10 p.m. Central Time. And other locations in the path include Hartford. Let's see here. Scott says, always good to see ya. Yeah, you as well. Let's see, how does Atlanta region and areas east look as of severe weather for the next couple of days? I don't think we have anything really going on severe weather-wise down in the south. We'll look real quickly. So today, actually, we do have a little level 1 thread here, but this is for today. Going into tomorrow, we do not have any risk overall for severe weather. Now, we're just going to see the potential for just normal summertime thunderstorm activity, as we do have a thunderstorm risk that goes all throughout the southeast here, including the entire state of Georgia. Of course, not everybody will see storms, but, the general thunderstorm risk area just says, hey, a few booms of thunder possible. Nothing more than just normal summertime convection. Then day after tomorrow here, we're going to have just kind of a similar thing here, just a general thunderstorm risk here. Nothing really going on in the south. Yeah, a lot of the severe activity. Ooh, there's that big slight risk here for the Derecho threat that we do have. A little 2% tornado risk here. Significant wind risk as expected. Hail risk is non-significant, 15%. Very interesting. I would not be surprised if that gets upgraded, though. From what I've been seeing here on the models lately, we're gonna have to really keep an eye out there for tomorrow. I think tomorrow could be quite nasty. Let's see here. Jackson says, give us a rundown of the severe thunderstorm warning in northern Iowa. I got you, my friend. Yeah, this is a relatively new warning here that got issued not long ago. This includes the areas out by Milford and Arnold's Park. This includes the potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny hail, which the penny hail has apparently been observed here. This includes Jackson, let's see, Lake Park, Bergen, Killeen Woods, State Park around 11:10 p.m. Central is whenever the storm will be near. Spirit Lake, we have Orleans, Wapenton area. Let's see here, Arnold's Park, and West Okabachi. I think that's how you say it. Not too sure. Christy! Coming in with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Christy. That's really nice of you, my friend. Thank you for that. Seriously, my friend. That's so sweet of you, Christy. Thank you for the 20. Coming in clutch with the support, my friend. Thank you. Y'all, please give Christy a big thank you in the chat if you could. That's greatly appreciated, my friend. That helps me out a ton. More than you know. So thank you, Christy. You're awesome. I really, really appreciate that, my friend. You really did not have to do that. That is very, very sweet of you. Okay, so we're moving down to southeastern Minnesota. We got another severe warning up here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here, as well as quarter-size hail. So this one's actually been observed for 60-mile-per-hour winds. We got 11 minutes left on this one here. Let's see here. This includes... Let's see, the storm will be near Blooming Prairie around 10:50 Central Time, which that has already went through, I believe. And Hayfield around 11:05, which is also, I think that's already also went through. Let's see here. Christy says you're welcome as always. Please how you pronounce words. I know it's bad. It's bad, isn't it? I'm so bad with names. Both people names and town names I'm very bad at. If you're new to the channel, that's something you're going to learn real quickly. But yeah, once again, Christy, thank you for that. Let's see here. Kellors says, got any PDS currently? As of right now, no. The biggest storm we got going on right now is for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. This is the one that's actually heading towards Sioux Falls. So, just a heads up to my Sioux Falls folks. If you know anybody out there, we do got a storm tracking in the direction. You can see if I play this previous path here, you can see we are tracking directly for Sioux Falls. Here's Brandon. Right now the warning includes Lyons, let's see here, Hartford, Humboldt, which Humboldt's starting to get it right now. We got quite a bit of lightning activity on it, but yeah, no, this one is warned for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. But this thing is tracking in the direction of Sioux Falls, though, so I do need my Sioux Falls folks to be watching it, okay? Let's see here. Spencer says Dallas, Texas. What about Dallas? What's up, Misty? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Good to see ya. Yeah, well, there ain't no severe weather going on in Dallas, if that's what you're asking. So we are looking pretty clear, actually, the next several days here. Yeah, next 3 days, we are not expecting any really storm activity. I mean, we don't even have general thunderstorm risks out there, thankfully. So we're chilling. Chrissy says wildfires I heard in the Everglades of Florida. Really? I did not hear about that. I mean, Florida's been a little dry last couple days. It has. But I didn't know about that dry. Here, let me put the drought here. Let's see what we got going on here. This is the drought monitor. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, though. I mean, we do have a little bit of the Everglades is in a drought, so we even have a little bit of an extreme drought west of Miami here. That's interesting. Yeah, I know it's definitely been pretty dry. But yeah, it looks like southern Florida's extremely dry. Goodness. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some rain out there here soon. Did I see the flooding in northern Missouri yesterday, says Misty? When we were doing coverage, I did see a lot of warnings in place here for flooding, which there still is. We still do have quite a bit of warnings. Some of those even lead out there by St. Louis area. Expires in 5 days. Got a flooding warning out there. Broke 100 degrees. We did. Yeah, Tampa broke 100 degrees today, which is the first time it has ever broke 100. It is the very first time that Tampa has ever gotten up to 100 degrees, which was reported today. So today was the hottest day on record in Tampa. It's crazy. What's up, Kath? Good to see you. Saying hello from Wisconsin. What's up, my friend? Dixie says, try not to miss you. Well, I'm glad you're here, my friend. It's good to see you. Anyway, so we're going to go through these warnings again here. Once again, we're tracking a storm out here by Sioux Falls. Hopefully it'll die down here pretty soon, but it looks like it's still kicking pretty good. Once again, this is tracking directly for Sioux Falls. There's no warning for Sioux Falls yet, but this thing does have the history of, severe potential. So, would not be surprised if a warning is eventually issued. This current storm is warned for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. Let's see here. But yeah, this includes, a severe thunderstorm will be near Montrose around 11:05 p.m., Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area in Humboldt around 11:10 p.m. Central Time. Other locations impacted include Hartford. So we got 22 minutes on that one. So then we work our way now into southwestern Minnesota. Got a severe warning here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar hail for the areas out by Wilmot, out there by Lismore, Adrian, Leota, and Chandler. So that's where we have this guy, once again, up to half-dollar hail, 1.25 inches in diameter, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. We got 37 minutes on that one. Then we work our way a little bit to the east. So this is for northwestern Iowa and a little bit of southern Minnesota. We got ourselves another severe warning out here. This includes, so for Minnesota, this includes Jackson, see here, Petersburg, Alpha. See your penny hail up to 0.75 inches in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And for the side of northwestern Iowa, this includes Milford. Oh, we got a new big warning just got issued. Includes Milford, Arnold's Park, Orland, Spirit Lake, Superior, Dickens, Spencer, Fostoria, and Everly. This has 21 minutes left. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Misty says I haven't broke 100 degrees here yet. Really? Lucky. It was actually 101 over where I'm at today, here in Lakeland. Let's see. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that, my friend. Christy coming in with the support today. I really, really appreciate it. Once again, Christy, thank you for the 20 earlier. That really made my night. I really appreciate it. You know, that helps keep me afloat, helps keep us running here. So I just want to say thank you once again. But yeah, we do got a new warning now for 60 now observed, apparently. Let's see, does it say? Source from the public, that's all it says. Let's see here, but we do have a new warning here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This includes a lot of north-central Iowa. Let's see here. Locations impacted include Mason City, Fort Dodge, Algonia, Hampton, Forest City, Emmitsburg, Garner, Clarion, I think it is, Northwood, Pocahontas, Dakota City, Humboldt, Eagle Grove, Belmont, Britt, Norris Springs, Manly. That's an interesting town name. Yeah, I'm from Manly. Lawrence, Sheffield, and Rockwell. So, New warning that has an hour, but it does apparently has 60 observed, but it just says from the public. So I don't know if that's from a weather station, if that's just people being like, that looks like 60-mile-an-hour winds, or if it was from damage or whatnot, because sometimes they do estimate it off of damage. It's hard to tell, honestly. It is overtaking that special weather statement here. I mean, it was already at 50, but now it's at 60. What's up, Josh's? Misty says the hail on that one is observed. Which one? Yeah, this one's Penny observed. I saw that. Also, Penny observed on the one heading towards Sioux Falls. Once again, I would not be surprised if Sioux Falls gets a warning here soon. So, my Sioux Falls folks, just a bit of a heads up for you. All right, so we got another warning: southeast Minnesota, northeastern Iowa. For the region, this is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts observed, and penny hail, 0.75 here. Let's see. So for Minnesota, this includes Spring Valley, Preston. Let's see, Grand Meadow. Let's see, includes Adam, Elkton, Teopai, Leroy. Let's see, York, Bristol. Preston, Fountain, Fillmore. So that's for Minnesota. Now, this warning does include northeastern Iowa, too, including out there by Mitchell, Osage, Orchard, Floyd, Riceville, McIntyre. Is that how you say that? Oh, jeez. Lime Springs and Chester. Oh, buddy. Let's see here. Sam says tornado threat's 0 at this point. I wouldn't say 0. Everything's outflow dominant. Yeah, you never know though. Sometimes you'd be surprised at what nature can do, even if it seems outflow dominant. I've seen storms produce. I mean, we still have that 2% from SPC, so we'll continue watching it. Let's see. Christy says, who's almost never in your weather forecast? I don't know, because they just don't have extreme weather. But Maine and New Hampshire, yeah, I mean, we cover them when it's needed. But, it's really not super often. It seems like lately we've really been covering the plains lately. more than anywhere. Anyways, hi, Andrew. What's up, Sam? Hope you're doing good, man. Severe weather event started really early this morning at like 12. Did it? I was asleep because my schedule has been very bad. I've been awake half the day, awake half the night, asleep half the morning, or all the morning, well, most of the morning. So I've been kind of in a really weird schedule here. This is my typical nighttime schedule. Up half the day, up half the night, and then wake up sometime in the afternoon. You jinxed a tornado for North Dakota. Was there any tornadoes in North Dakota? Thankfully, North Dakota is pretty calm right now. We don't have anything going on out here now. All right, so I got good news. Areas out by Minneapolis, we're probably not going to see anything anymore. We just have a bunch of just normal convection, crapvection, just basic, rainfall going on here. A few little rumbles of thunder could still be possible in this here. But a lot of the severe weather activity here right now is across it's going into northern Iowa, southwestern Minnesota, and a little bit of southeast. There you go. Sioux Falls now got a warning. Man, I called that early. Not really surprised though. But yeah, Sioux Falls is now in the severe thunderstorm warning, my friend, including Brandon. Let's see here. Renner Corner, Harrisburg, let's see, Schindler, I think it is, Worthing, Lennox, I think it is, and Canton. So 70-mile-per-hour winds on that in penny hail. They still kept the 70. Let's see here. Zero Z model freaked everyone out on Twitter. What about the Derecho? The Derecho threat? Chris says you've been doing a good job on keeping the hurricanes away. I appreciate it. I've been trying my best. I've been powering my deflector in my backyard here. So, I'm trying to keep them away. No, but I really do think we're going to get some more action next month. I think August is where we're going to really start seeing stuff. Let's see here. Missy says, Andrew, is there a Dorito threat for tomorrow? Everyone's been talking about it. Yeah, there is. We're going to definitely need to look out for that tomorrow. We're going to do some overnight coverage on it tomorrow. We have a lot of people are going to. Let me try to rephrase that. A lot of people are going to be covering it during the day. I'm not going to cover it during the day. I'll cover it at night, though, whenever everybody else is getting off, because I like to make sure everybody's, at least that there's somebody watching it, But we'll be covering the night part. I'll probably go live maybe around midnight or so again tomorrow. So, or, yeah, the next midnight, not this midnight. We're already past this midnight. What's a derecho? I call them Doritos, but a derecho is basically a long-lived line of storms that produce some significant damaging winds, hail, and tornadic activity. Sometimes it's just really a long complex of storms. It's usually very significant. Let's see here. Basically, a big bag of wind. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Doritos tomorrow sound good, but not in terms of Mother Nature. I agree, especially Cool Ranch. What's up, Teresa? Saying good evening, Andrew. Hopefully you're doing good, my friend. Here, let me look at your area. I guess you want me to pull it up real fast for you. I got you. All right, so you're up in Indiana. I don't think we have anything super crazy going on for Indiana. Yeah, next 3 days we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Just some normal thunderstorm activity potential. We do have a general thunderstorm risk, but nothing crazy. Let's see here. What is it? Just a big wind bag, a big line of storms that lasts several hours that produces usually significant damaging winds. Cool Ranch, huh? Yeah, Cool Ranch is the best Dorito. Ain't nobody gonna tell me different. If you disagree, I will respectfully disagree back. Anyways, back over to warnings here. Once again, we do got a new warning up here in north central Iowa here. This includes 60-mile-per-hour winds, which have been observed apparently. Also, penny hail. This includes, once again, this is north central Iowa, including Mason City, Northwood, Forest City, Rockwell, Sheffield. Oh my goodness, I just shook my whole entire desk. Belmont, let's see here. Clarion, Britt, Wesley, Algonia, let's see, Burt, Lone Rock, Fenton, Whitmore, West Bend. There's a lot of places here. Emmitsburg, Cylinder, Grattinger? And Lawrence. I could say some of these. Pocahontas, there we go. Yeah, so that's 41 minutes to go. You guys can see them all here. Basically, the most ones we just listed there. But yeah, and then of course we now have the new warning for Sioux Falls. So once again, my Sioux Falls people, if you know anybody out there, give them a heads up, let them know, because we are about to have that storm roll through Sioux Falls, in which this is warned here for 70-mile-per-hour wind gust potential, also penny-sized hail. What's up, Sonia? Hope you're doing good. Cool Ranch equals cool pool surges. Bruh. What's up, Christy? Are we talking the Doritos, but not like the regular Doritos, the old round puffy ones? Ew. That sounds disgusting. Puffy Doritos? No. Nah, man. Doritos Cool Ranch is where it's at. No, I just call Derechos Doritos, because why not? Teresa says, thanks, no problem, got you. Can we look at the excessive rainfall risk? Yeah, we can. Let's go and bring that up for you. Yeah, we looked at it earlier. We have a level 2 threat today. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. Yep, so the remainder of the night we do have a 15% risk here for central, southern Minnesota, northern Iowa here. And that extends down in throughout the Midwest, including a 5% here in the green, which is a pretty low risk for flooding. But then we work our way back into a level 2. Central eastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia, southern Virginia, and northern North Carolina here. So that's today's rainfall risk here today. Now tomorrow we got another pretty similar risk with the Dorito threat we have. You can see where that Dorito is going to be tracking. It looks like it's going to be coming from eastern Montana, going through the Dakotas, Heading up here into Minnesota and northern Iowa and western Wisconsin, we do have another level 2, 15% risk. Nacho cheese, rear inflow jet. Oh, buddy, what am I gonna do with you? But yeah, no. Tomorrow we do have a pretty long slight risk here. So, like I said, that Dorito is probably going to start here somewhere in Montana, and it's going to work its way through the Dakotas and into kind of the similar areas that's getting affected tonight up by Minnesota and Iowa. I'll bring up the models for you guys. But we are going to cover tomorrow for sure, but we're going to cover the only night portion of it, okay? We're not going to be live during the day. We're going to be live during the nighttime here. Let's hop back to the 0 UTC HRRR. So there's the Dorito. Kind of see it just starts off as a little complex of storms over the central eastern side of Montana here for tomorrow morning. This is 12 UTC on Monday. This will be 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain time here, 6 a.m. Then, of course, as we work our way into the afternoon, you can see that it really starts picking up across North and South Dakota here, in which, at this point in time, we definitely could start to see some damaging winds, maybe some hail, maybe some tornadic activity here. Then we work our way over here into 7 Central, 8 Eastern. You can see at this point, HRRR really has quite the Boeing segment here. Working its way throughout like west central Minnesota. And then, of course, we work our way over here into midnight Eastern. That threat continues. My donation things are in the way here. Let's move this. There you go. So then we work our way to midnight. Going into Tuesday, that threat will continue throughout Iowa, portions of Wisconsin, and then kind of fade out overnight. So you can see it's kind of a really long-lived line of storms here, and that's going to be the main problem tomorrow. Definitely quite a Dorito. But, models really show a lot of fuel ahead of it, though. We're talking like 4,000 joules per kilogram of mixed layer instability, which that's more than enough you need. That's more than you'll ever need. But yeah, we're going to really need to look out for the excessive wind risk here. I think that's going to be the main issue. Let's see. Josh just says, you think it's going to get an enhanced risk? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And if it did, I think it would probably be a 30 wind significant risk. It's 30 sig wind risk here, I think, would probably be the most likely. We'll see what happens, though. It's a very big flight risk. Slight risk, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it covers a lot of Montana here, cutting through North, South Dakota, through Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin here, so... We'll definitely be there to help you guys out on it. All right, hopping back to Sioux Falls, Iowa. We got a severe warning out here. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here in penny-sized hail. This severe storm will be near Sioux Falls, Crooks, Ellis, and Renner around 11:35 p.m. Central. So that's kind of going on now. Let's see here. Harrisburg around 11:40 p.m. Central Time. Brandon around 11:45 p.m. Central Time. Other locations impacted by the storm include Lake Alvin State Recreation Area and Rowena. I think it is. You told your son you're getting a Dorito, or he's getting a Dorito tomorrow in Montana. That's kind of where it starts. I don't know if it'll be a full-blown Dorito at that point, but... Let's see here. So that's not good for people who are in an airplane flying over storms. Well, pilots know to avoid storms like that, because if you're caught in an updraft or a downdraft, if you're in a plane, it could be really bad for the plane. It's pretty dangerous too. Oh, let's see. How many Harrisburgs are there? I'd say more than 5. Let me look. I won't count them all, but I'll see just how many pulls up here. Got a Pennsylvania, got a, let's see, North Carolina, Oregon, Illinois, and I'm sure the list would continue going on further, but that's as far as it goes. All right, y'all, so we are about to have this severe watch expire in 20 minutes, but we're going to be here until the severe activity comes to a close. At least try to be. we're going to be here for as long as we can, just to kind of carry on the threat for the rest of the night. Just making sure that you guys are staying safe. Once again, we cannot rule out tornadoes, damaging winds, or hail still. While it is pretty unlikely that we'll see a whole lot of that activity anymore, it is still something that needs to be monitored, as the threat still does persist. And it will continue to for the next little bit. As long as we have severe warnings, we'll try to be here. See, I thought of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Gotcha. Yeah, there is one out by Pennsylvania. Or there is one in Pennsylvania. Anyways. But yeah, so once again, heads up Sioux Falls. They're starting to get it now. How many St. Louis's are there? I have no idea. I know there's one for sure. But yeah, Sioux Falls is starting to get it now. We're going to hop our way over here to Velocity. See what we got going on. I mean, this is only 300 feet up, and radar is estimating about 40 miles an hour. It is warned for 70, so keep that in mind. But yeah, Sioux Falls, Iowa, this is South Dakota, my bad. Sioux Falls, South Dakota is starting to get this. It's heading into the radar site now. Let's see. Josh just says, watch as soon as you go offline. There's going to be a tornado warning. There was yesterday. Dude, we covered 2 hours yesterday, and as soon as I went offline, probably 10, 15 minutes later, there was a tornado warning. I don't think it did anything, but still. It sucked. That's always my luck, man. It's like whenever we head off, that's when nature's like, okay, I can stop being nervous now. Let's see. Definitely going to get another random tornado warning at like 2 a.m. like last night. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Luckily, most of the threat is going to be happening for the next couple of hours. It should definitely calm down here. Let me pull up the models again. Should definitely calm down here within the next couple of hours. It already looks like it has quite a bit. So there's that main line that we're watching here now, going through Iowa. Let's see, that's the 0 UTC. Let's go to 03. Yeah, the HRRR doesn't have the storms really dying until like 8 a.m., which we're not going to be live that long. But, yeah, I mean, it still has it pretty decent. Let me try NAM, see what NAM shows. Yeah, NAM maybe a little bit earlier. But still kind of a similar story between the two models. All right, y'all. Let's hop our way back over here. We're going to take a peek at the current warnings we have here. So a lot of this activity is heading out of Minnesota now. These storms are moving relatively southeastward. We can see we have quite a bit of a little bit of a smiley face of warnings going on here. We are about to lose these watches here, though, in about 16 minutes. So we'll let you guys know when those are gone. Anyways. So for the Sioux Falls area, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and also the potential for penny hail. Severe thunderstorm will be near Sioux Falls, Crooks, Ellis, and Renner around 11:35 p.m. Central, Harrisburg around 11:40 Central, and Brandon around 11:45 Central. So then we work way over here into southwestern Minnesota. Got another warning for 16 minutes, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter hail. Let's see here. Locations impacted include Wilmot and Fulda, I think it is. Not Fulda. Good job, Andrew. And another warning east of that here for, once again, still southwestern Minnesota. Locations impacted include Worthington and Brewster. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here in Penny Hail. Then we got another warning for Jackson, extreme southern Minnesota. Let's see, Petersburg, Alpha. It just expired. Okay, never mind. We're moving on here. This one also expired too. Then we got the big one in Iowa they added here. We have 30 more minutes left on this guy. 30 minutes, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and penny-sized hail. This one includes, once again, this is for northern Iowa here. This includes Mason City, Fort Dodge, Algonia, Hampton, Forest City, Emmitsburg, Garner, Clarion, Northwood, Pocahontas, Dakota City, Humboldt, Eagle Grove, Belmont, Britt, Nora Springs, Manly, Lawrence, Sheffield, and Rockwell. So heads up to you folks. And then lastly, we have another warning here. Hey, yo. Look at this little guy. Rockford, Marble Rock, and Rudd, Nora Springs here. This is northeast Iowa. 70-mile-an-hour winds observed, apparently. 71-mile-per-hour wind gusts was reported at Mason City Airport. Wow. Okay. So we have 71-mile-an-hour winds still going on. Definitely still a pretty decent threat here. We got another warning here for southeastern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts from law enforcement have been observed. Locations impacted include Austin, Osage, Preston, Spring Valley, Grand Meadow, St. Anzar, Leroy, Adams, Riceville, Brownsdale, Liley, I think it is, Lime Springs, Stacyville, Wyckoff, and Fountain, Rose Creek, Rudd, Floyd, Fillmore, and Lansing. Anyways. Let's see what's up, Enlightened. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Saying good evening, good evening. Yeah, I can't even English. Good evening, Andrew. Glad to see your live covering. Let me try that again. I had a moment, as you could probably tell. Let me try this again. Enlightened says, "Good evening, Andrew. Glad to see you live coverage tonight. I appreciate it. Good to see you too, my friend." Maybe I should slow down my talking. Sometimes I talk too fast. Oh, buddy. Josh just says, I think they should issue a watch for 4 a.m. today. I mean, we'll see. Threat's still obviously kicking, so, for at least damaging winds and stuff. Steven says, I'm in southern Kentucky, south. Tornadoes ripped through a couple months ago. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Hopefully you're doing good, Steven. Anyways, what's going on in Wisconsin? What's going on in Utah? Heavy smoke, reduced visibility. They're still dealing with that smoke problem. That's a fire right there on radar if I've ever seen one. Look at that. CC, I guarantee it's going to be all blue. Yep, there it is. I was having a moment there. Misty says, I think they should give Missouri less rain. Who do you mean by they? Yeah, no, Missouri does have a bit of a flooding problem going on here. The rain is stalled. We don't have any more rain going on, but still lingering flooding out there. So that's Wisconsin, Andrew. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely Wisconsin. Oh, buddy. All right, so we got 11 minutes on this watch, y'all. Do got some flooding going on here in eastern South Dakota. Let's look at the total precip accumulation here. I'm curious to see. Ooh. Wow. According to the Sioux Falls radar, the KF-SD radar, apparently out here near Clear Lake and Castlewood, apparently we've seen like 5 to 7 inches or greater. And remember, this is radar estimated. This is not approximate, but that's pretty crazy. I mean, usually radar is not super far off. Yeah, I mean, even the other radar up here, the KABR radar up in northeast South Dakota, also shows about 4 to 6 inches or so, locally higher. It's like Morris, Minnesota got quite a bit here too. Quite a few. Let me see power outages. Do we have any power outages going on out here? I think they should give states with severe drought some rain. I agree. Let me see. We are going to look. Oh, wow. Here's a power outage map. Apparently, Virginia has quite a bit of power outages. My dad was telling me that he's been getting a lot of storms up here in Virginia. Looks like a lot of eastern Virginia. We got quite a few people without power out here. which that's a total of 55,000 people. Minnesota, on the other hand, we have 61,000 people without power. That is quite a bit. That's quite a bit. So, yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye out there for that. I'm sure that's going to be only increasing as we go through tomorrow, you know, with that Derecho threat we have. All right, let's see. Public says this one's still for 60. So, yeah, like I mentioned, all this mess is now working its way into Iowa. I almost said Idaho. Iowa. Let's see here. Enlightened says that fire looks intense in Idaho. So the fire we looked at, that was in Arizona. Idaho, I don't think has a lot of anything fire weather-wise going on. Here, let me turn on the fire weather stuff, and we'll turn on the heat for a minute too. Look how much that just turning on the heat advisory has covered up this map. That's crazy. Yeah, Utah does have some red flag warnings though. So, got quite a bit. There's also a lot of smoke going on out there from that. Let's see, what's this? Fire weather watch up. Oh, we got more fire weather potential up in Northern California, Southern Oregon. It was that way the other day too. Yeah, we got extreme heat warnings in effect across this maroon color here. Or magenta, whatever color this is. Heat index value is up to 115. Quite toasty. All kinds of nasty, nasty heat going on out here, man. I tell you, this covers a lot of the country at this point. I mean, you can see it covers a lot of the Midwest. Goes all throughout the Southeast here, up the eastern coast, out by North-South Dakota, or sorry, North-South Carolina, Ohio Valley, and even the Northeast, up by New England. So, like New York City, Boston, Massachusetts, you guys are in that. Enlightened says, my girlfriend in Virginia has no power where she lives. Oh, I got you. Got you. Yeah, there's quite a few people out without power there we looked at. It was like, what, 50,000 people, I think? Let's see. Doesn't Virginia lose power from light rain? I mean, I used to live in Virginia, and light rain usually doesn't knock out our power, but there has been quite a bit of strong storm activity out there in Virginia, though. Let's see here. Enlightened says, wow, Arizona, that's where my daughter and extended family live. I had no idea it was there. My mistake on Idaho. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Yep, so Arizona is down here. Arizona's down here. And Idaho is up here. Can't wait to start working. I've been wanting to work. Heck yeah, dude. Alright, let me turn off these heat warnings and stuff again. They're just taking up too much of the map, man. Let's just get rid of all these here. So let's hop back over to Sioux Falls. We got a severe storm going through Sioux Falls area here. Ooh, it's been observed now. Personal weather station just west of Sioux Falls reported a 59-mile-per-hour wind gust around 11:39 p.m. Central. 70-mile-per-hour wind gust it's still warned for. Yeah, that does include Sioux Falls, Brandon, Valley Springs, Rowena. See Scheindler. Yeah, this is about 600 feet up here. And we're seeing radar showing about 50, 60 mile an hour. It's not super high up either. I mean, that's, like I said, only a couple hundred feet. Or half 500 feet. Anything happening in Mexico? This program doesn't really have coverage for Mexico. Else I would look over there. Yeah, we don't have any radars. Let's see. How much longer? Oh, look at that. They extended the watch for 2 hours. Southern Minnesota, a little bit of western Wisconsin, a couple counties there. I personally think they should extend that watch down into central Iowa, personally. Josh just says, I have you on my TV right now. That's one way to watch. So we got 19 more minutes on the big warning here in Iowa. Once again, 60 observed, penny size hail 2. We did have 70 observed out by Mason City a little bit ago. This warning here, 19 minutes for Marble Rock, Rockford, and Nora Springs. Got 70 mile per hour wind gusts and penny hail. Southeastern Minnesota got a warning for Grand Meadow, Spring Valley, 60 mile per hour winds observed. So a lot of the wind here has been observed. So let's see here. You're on my TV too. Nice. How many people? Okay, if you're in chat right now, how many of you guys are watching on a phone, tablet? Let me know what you're watching on. I'm curious. I'm actually curious now. Do you have a Discord? Yes, we do. Yeah, it's in the description. Also, let's see here. Nightbot will post it. If you go up and chat a little bit, you'll see where it says join our Discord here. You can join that way. See, what if the Dorito threat doesn't happen today? Well, it's not supposed to happen until like early. Well, I guess today. Dart. You're watching on a smart fridge? Hey, man. I mean, that's one way to be maximally efficient while eating and keeping up with your weather. I respect that. Watching on your computer? Nice, Chris. iPhone, TV, tablet. My link expired on Discord? Oh. I'm going to have to update that at some point. Here, what I can do... Let me go on my my phone real quickly. I'll create a new invite link so you guys can join it. Yeah, somebody in my Discord, if you're already in there, remind me to make a new invite link, okay? Or to update the link, sorry. All right, let's see here. Copy link. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat, y'all. So if you want to join my Discord, here you go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up updating this here. All right, there you go, y'all. So if you want to join my Discord, there you go. Let's see here. How does southwest suburbs of Chicago look tomorrow? We're under a heat warning until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Well, we do got our Dorito threat tomorrow, which that does not work its way out there by Chicago. You can see that the threat kind of ends in northwestern Illinois. As of now, Chicago is not in the risk area. However, we do have a general thunderstorm risk here tomorrow, which, still a couple booms of thunder is possible, but we're just not expecting anything severe really to occur. So we should be good. Should be good. Nothing big. Rainfall wise too, yeah, we're fine. So yeah, you should be fine, my friend. You should be all good. Let's see. Monet, I do not. I don't really play video games, to be honest. I mean, I kind of grew out of that, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, every once in a while I'll play a game or two, but I've been focusing more on, like, working on code and my website and stuff lately. Still expired? The new one I sent you? Really? Is it supposed to cool off anytime soon in Florida? Not really. No, unfortunately, we still have a lot to go through. For people up north, up in the northern part of the country, we're gonna be cooling down pretty good here in the future, but the south is still gonna remain hot, unfortunately. Link is still expired, man. I just created that link. That one shouldn't be expired. Well, here, I'll try it one more time. I'll create another link real quickly, okay? This will be the last time. Hopefully it'll actually work this time. Here we go. Copy link. All right, here we go. Here's the new link here, y'all. Don't go with Nightbot. Go with what I said. That's the Discord link. It works. Okay, good. Well, there you go. Y'all use that one, okay? Anyways, all right, let's hop back to warnings here. So currently we have 0 tornado warnings. We have all severe thunderstorm warnings, a couple of these of which do have 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts on them. The first one here is out there by the Sioux Falls area. This one is warned for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Got 14 minutes left on this guy here, including Sioux Falls, Brandon, Harrisburg, Lake Alvin State Recreation Area, and Rowena, I think it is. The other 70-mile-per-hour one here is in northeastern Iowa, including Rockford, Marble Rock, Norris Springs, and Rudd. See, the temperature outlook is, for below average temperatures temporarily for like a week or two before things start heating back up again. Yeah. Here, let me show you all this real quickly. Since we're on the topic of heat, I guess I'll go ahead and show you all this. So what I'm about to show you is not the feel like temp. This is actual possible temperatures from the GFS here. Let's see here. Let me hop you all over here. So this is the GFS here. So time's in the top right if you want to follow along. So tomorrow, or the 28th, I should say, you can see that some areas could definitely still be very, very hot in the hundreds. Remember, heat index values are going to be hotter than this. As we work way into the 29th, you can still see quite a bit of heat. 30th, you can still see a bit of heat, but you can actually see how, this is like 2 p.m., one of the hottest hours of the day. You can see that up north in the northern plains, we're in 70s and 80s. Going into 31st here, you can see that kind of goes through the Ohio Valley. Remember, we cannot take this can't take it for exactly what it is, but going into August 1st, early August here, you can see that during the day we're going to be seeing a lot cooler temperatures here, possibly in the 70s and 80s for quite a bit. And but across the southeast, you can still see where we're going to be dealing with a lot of heat, unfortunately. Once again, these are just actual temps potentially from GFS, in which we are likely going to see hotter heat index values still, going on, because the dew point is still like super duper hot. We can look at the dew point here. You still see 70-degree dew point, which is just miserable. Anytime you have dew points in the 70s, it is just miserable. It sucks. It really does. Let's see. I'm in Sioux Falls. Pretty serious storm. Well, be careful out there, my friend. Yeah, that one is pretty dangerous. It does have 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. So once again, this includes Brandon. This is actually getting ready to go into northwest Iowa, including Rock Rapids, Larchwood, Lester, Alvord, Inwood, Dune, and Rock Valley here. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Let's see how much longer we got on this guy. Expires in 1 hour. Moving east at 30 miles an hour. So Larkwood Hills, and Lester around 12:05 Central. So that's in 2 minutes. Let's see. It does work. Okay, good. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, join the one I sent, okay? I'll just need to update the link on Nightbot. Don't use the Nightbot one if it's not working. Do the one that I put in chat. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so most of these warnings here are for 60, but we have these two guys here for 70-mile-per-hour winds. One out there by Sioux Falls, still at 70. Radar indicated. It is working for you, Mal. Cool, thanks. Let me, I'm going to see if we can find some, here we go. Ooh, buddy. We're about to have some fun here. Here, let me hop you all over to this real quickly. Oh, yes. We got up our Tempest weather station. Not a big fan of Tempest weather stations, but... Oh, come on, buddy. There's so many stations across the country. It's ridiculous. But this will be good, so we can kind of see what the winds are like out there, So here's a whole bunch of them in Sioux Falls. Let's see. What is it? How do I navigate this here? Maybe I click on that. Ah, here we go. History, maybe. Wind, max wind 23 miles an hour. Station pressure 965 millibars. Yeah, that's why I don't like Tempest. What does that have? Rain intensity very heavy. Wind speed 10 miles an hour. Goodness. Man, I just wish we had something like this only for mesonets. Like actual weather stations. 8.3 miles an hour. It's 2.7. 15.2. That one doesn't have a wind reading. 15.7. 19.7. 35.3. Okay. 8.9. 3.6. So this is all in Sioux Falls, by the way, y'all. 4.9. 23.9. 2. 4.5. 6.3. 3.1. 9.4. Huh. Interesting. I figured we'd look at that real quick. All right. Good night, Maul. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. How do the cooldowns last, Andrew? It depends. It depends. The one that we're watching here. Probably. I mean, we can't look at it just too much. It looks like it'll last for at least a couple days, but yeah, we're starting to really push the limit here of how far we can look without it being completely garbage. Let's see here. All right, let me hop back over to Des Moines radar here. It looks like this thing might be breaking up, hopefully. I wonder what the stations out here have for this area here. So apparently out there by Mason City, we did report quite a bit of winds, up to 70 miles an hour, it said. Yeah, it definitely is quite windy here. Here, let me bring you all back over here real quickly. Looking at a few of these stations here. 4.3, 18.6, 24.6, 26.8. Some of these are like really low. Makes you wonder like where this placement is. Anyways, all right, we're gonna hop back here. Didn't see any above like 20 something. Steven says it does work. Okay, good. Okay, good. Gotcha. Thanks for checking. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Got 21 minutes on this warning here. 60 mile per hour wind gusts for southwestern Minnesota. Like I mentioned, a lot of this is working its way over here now into up into Iowa. Locations impacted include Worthington, Sibley, Lakefield, Lake Park, Bergen, Huron Lake. Let's see here. Okidan, Brewster, Round Lake, Rushmore, Malvern, Harris, Killeen, I think it is. Woods Lake State Park, or Killeen Woods State Park, Bidgelow. Let's see, Okabena, Dundee, Wilder, and Cambria. Man, some of these are a little tricky, man. But yeah, that's for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and 0.75 inch hail. Definitely got quite the punchy winds though with the one out here by Sioux Falls. It is now moving out of Sioux Falls, thankfully. You can see Sioux Falls is here. So this is now working its way up into northwestern Iowa, here by Rock Rapids, Lester, Larchwood, Inwood, Alvord, Dune, and Rock Valley. 60-mile-per-hour winds in quarter hail. Brad wants me to look at the zip code for the morning. Yeah, got you, man. No problemo. Let's see. Okay, so you... For the morning, it doesn't look like we have anything severe weather-wise going on, which is good. Tomorrow, in general, we could see some storms. But let me check, make sure you're doing okay. Let me look at radar, future radar here. Bring you all over here to future radar. So you're up here, kind of in this region. So it looks like we could see maybe a few storms or showers in the morning. It looks like by the time we reach afternoon, though, it should calm down. But then we have the big Derecho threat you can see there. It'll be quite a long-lived line of storms here, going from eastern Montana through the Dakotas, through Minnesota, into Iowa and like Wisconsin. Anyways, what's up, Skull? Good to see you, my friend. It's been a minute. Saying haven't been in a live in a while, so can I check the region? Yeah. Yep, I got you. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Let me pull this up for you. You're up in Oklahoma. Yeah, so Oklahoma is actually pretty good. We don't have anything, even thunderstorm-wise, expected over the next 3 days. So we're chilling. Yeah, nothing really going on here. I don't think we have anything in the extended range either, so doing pretty good. Brad says, thanks. Yeah, no problem, dude. I got you. I got you all. Like I mentioned, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. How about tomorrow? Yeah, so we're definitely going to need to be actively watching tomorrow. You can see the really large slight risk we have that goes from central Montana through eastern Montana down into the Dakotas, down into Minnesota, northern Iowa, western Wisconsin. As of now, we have a 2% tornado risk here for central, eastern South Dakota, and southern Minnesota. Damaging winds, we do actually have a hatch risk out there as well for eastern South Dakota and southern Minnesota. That's kind of where the main risk is going to be from what it looks like here. 5% here in the brown, 15 in the yellow, but this hatch area here is where we could see damaging winds in excess of 70 or 80. So could see definitely some real strong winds out here. And then lastly, we have our hail threat, which is the hail threat's going to be mostly for the first half, or first 3 quarters, I should say, of the event. Here you can see that 15% hail risk and 5% here in the brown. So hail, as of now, is not a hatched concern, meaning that it's going to be mostly between 1 to 2 inches in diameter, more than likely. Let's see here. Dart says, Dallas, Texas, when some sort of rain. Well, Dallas is pretty quiet for now. Let me look at the future models here, though. Let's see what we got going on. It looks like our next chance is going to be probably the 31st or the 1st of August. But it's a little hard to say because it's low-res models. Let's see. How about central Wisconsin? Tomorrow, Wisconsin is actually mostly outside of the risk here. I lied. Never mind. I was thinking Michigan. No, central Wisconsin, we have a level 1 marginal, though. The hail threat does not really go into Wisconsin, except for the western side up by Eau Claire. Just mainly a gusty wind concern. No tornadoes as of now expected for Wisconsin. So just a little bit of a gusty wind concern out there tomorrow. Weather says, I want to ask, well, tomorrow I see less thunderstorm coverage. Here was widespread today in eastern North Carolina. Gotcha. So we do have another general thunderstorm risk here tomorrow for North Carolina. So there is going to be the chance for more storm activity, in which, yeah, we definitely could see some more storms. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another scattered day of storms today. Kind of similar to what we saw today. or yesterday. So, let me see. Skull says, I don't have anything to send. Also, your live hasn't been popping up. First of all, don't worry about sending me anything. It's all right. I'm just glad that you're here to stay weather aware. Hasn't been popping up anymore, but nice to see you still doing this, helping people. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what's up with YouTube. YouTube likes to not update people anymore. I've had a lot of people say that YouTube does not alert them, even with notifications on. See you later, Brad. Thanks for joining. Well, I see less thunderstorms tomorrow in eastern North Carolina, Virginia. So, like I said, we're going to kind of have a similar threat today, or later today as we did earlier yesterday. Mostly for North Carolina and South Carolina. You have a radio station in Sioux Falls? Nice. Nice. Yeah, Sioux Falls actually just got hit pretty good by the storms here. Got a new warning here to the south. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. Severe thunderstorm is located along a line extending from Newton Hill State Park, 7 miles south of Centerville, south of 40 miles an hour. Severe thunderstorm will be near Breesford, Alcester, Hudson, Union Grove State Park, Newton Hills State Park around 12:20 a.m. Central. Vermilion and Hawarden. This will be right around 12:30 a.m. Eastern. Or Central, sorry. Well, the outlook get upgraded. There's no way of being for sure, but I would not be surprised if it did. Especially for winds, I think. What about Tuesday for eastern North Carolina? Day 3 we do have the same thing, just potential for more storms. It's just kind of, that time of the year, man. It's just typical daily thunderstorms. Oh, I read that wrong, Josh. I thought you said you have a radio station in Sioux Falls. You said you have the radio station on from Sioux Falls. Okay, that's a little bit different. I was like, wait a minute. Two different things. See here, so I can listen to alerts. Gotcha. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to see that you're staying prepped. So you can see a lot of these storms here are now going into the marginal risk area here. The main enhanced is over with, thankfully. Let's see, tornado threats. Yeah, at this point, I think the tornado threat is mostly over with. We still do have that wind threat here. Hail threat's mostly over. Yeah. I think at this point in time, I think the main issue is just winds. You can kind of see that we're starting to break up on that line there too. But, some areas still could definitely see 60, maybe 70-mile-per-hour winds there. So, yeah, most of these warnings currently are for 60. They did downgrade the Sioux Falls one, or the one that's now east of Sioux Falls. That was 70. We're now down to 60, so we're losing strength on that. Well, I don't think so, Josh. I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing anything like that. It's kind of heading into an environment where tornadoes are less likely. Let me bring y'all over here back to Iowa. We actually look at the meso analysis. See what we got going on up here. So that storm's like right in there. Let me grab a. We do got some curvy hodos though. Ain't gonna lie. Very fat cape. Holy cow, 5,000. Yeah, but I still don't think that we'll see anything out of that. At least not anytime soon. It does have good helicity and stuff, though. It just doesn't look like it currently. Let's see here. Skull says watching your streams brings back memories. Oh, yeah? Well, it's good to have you back, man. Is the storm tomorrow going to be a bad storm? Yeah, it has potential to be quite a nasty set of storms, yeah. definitely looks like a big damaging wind producer. I think that's going to be your main concern tomorrow. With that storm going through. Definitely need, Montana, North, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin watching it tomorrow. So we'll make sure to cover the nighttime, like I mentioned. We're not going to cover daytime because, everybody and their mom is streaming, for one. But two, I like to cover nighttime because, there's not a whole lot of people covering. And I think it's important, if not a little bit more important, to be streaming at night because it's harder to see things. So that's why I like to stream at nighttime. Plus, I'm a night guy. I've always been a night guy. I always stay up late. I've always been that way. Possibly a Derecho tomorrow. Yeah. Doritos will be possible tomorrow for sure. Or today, really. Let's see. Still 70 observed on this guy here. Let's see. 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Law enforcement at 12:01 a.m. Central. So this was 20 minutes ago. Multiple trees were reported down in Osage and Norris Springs. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. All right. So that includes New Hampton area here. It's out by Charles City, Colwell, Alta Vista, Elma, New Hampton, Fredericksburg, St. Lucas, Spillville, Ridgeway, Decorah, and Caresco. So, Carlos says, yeah, it could be a better weather day. Yeah, we're definitely gonna cover it at nighttime. We'll be here for you guys. We'll keep you guys updated. Let's see. Josh says Sioux Falls storm has a small hook on radar scope. Yeah, I wouldn't really call that a hook. Yeah, we don't have any tornado possible tag or anything like that either. And we looked at velocity. It looks mostly outflow. Let's see. Josh says that Sioux Falls storm has a small hook. Oh, I just read that. Never mind. It's late. What about a tornado threat tomorrow? Yeah, we do have a small 2% chance for tornadoes tomorrow. So let me show you all that. So that's going to be, so this is where the tornado threat is. It doesn't cover the entire track of the derecho, or the potential derecho, but it does cover a lot of central, eastern South Dakota, and central and lower Minnesota, even a little sliver of northwestern Iowa here. Let's see here. Skull says, I remember getting in trouble for sending you most of my paycheck. And don't do that, man. I would still do it to help out. The main reason I stopped is popping up is because we haven't had any good storms yet. Yeah. Nah, Skull, dude, you don't got to support me at all. I really appreciate it. The people who do support us, help keep us running, and I deeply appreciate it, but you guys don't have to. I try to make this a free service for everybody. Hey, that's a big smiley face. I try to make this a free service for everybody because I just want you guys to stay safe. But, we couldn't do it without y'all support, though. But seriously, y'all don't have to. So don't feel like you have to, my friend, okay? I really, really appreciate the people who have, though. And it means the world to me. It really does. If you want to, Josh, I just don't think it's a big threat right now in that storm. I'm going to Twin Cities Saturday. Going to be fun. Have fun. Be careful. Have a safe trip. All right, let's see here. We're going to do a little bit of an update here. We've got 35 minutes, so we're, first of all, start up here in northeastern Iowa. 35 minutes ago, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail is observed here. This includes Waterloo, Cedar Falls, Mason City, Waverly, Webster City, Iowa Falls, Hampton, Clarion, Eldora, Grundy Center, Allison, Eagle Grove, Belmont, Hudson, Sumner, Parkersburg, Denver, Rhinebeck, Ackley, and Clarksville. 60 mile per hour wind gusts here for northeast Iowa. We got another one for 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Includes Decorah, Charles City, Cresco, Osage, New Hampton, Spring Valley, Nashula, Calmer, Fredericksburg, Leroy, Rockford, Riceville, Elma, Lime Springs, Stacyville, Lawler, Rudd, Spillville, Fort Atkinson, and Floyd. So, anyways. Let's see. Will it dry out here in eastern? So, weather, it looks like we're just kind of in a pattern here, man. Where we're just seeing a bunch of just normal summertime thunderstorms. It doesn't look like that's going to be really changing anytime soon. So, have you ever been to Twin Cities in Minnesota? I have not. I've never been to Minnesota. Closest I've ever been was Indiana. So I've been in Pennsylvania. I've been in Maryland, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Pennsylvania. Did I say Tennessee? I don't know if I did or not. I think I did. But that's all. That's the only states I've been in. All right, we got a whole bunch of mess going on over here. Sheesh. Bustin says, anyone remember the Parkersburg tornado? I do not. I'm terrible with memory in remembering, past events and stuff. Unless it's, like, so significant. Some of them I do remember. Your mom lives in Lime Springs. Well, let her know. Honestly interested to see how November and December turn out this year. Yeah. We'll see what happens. All right, so we got a severe warning up here in northwest Iowa. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter hail. This one includes storm will be near Larchwood Hills and Leicester around 12:15 a.m. Central. Other locations in the path of the storm include Rock Rapids and Alvord. We still got a few up in southwestern Minnesota. Got 3 minutes on that one. That one's about to expire. 33 minutes, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and 0.75 inch hail. Storm will be around Fulda and Adrian around 12:25 a.m. Central. That includes, Adrian, Magnolia, see your Lismore, Wilmot, and Fulda. See your famous footage from the bank fault as it leveled the town. Wow. Yeah, I don't remember that, dude. That's crazy though. I'm not a walking weather encyclopedia like a lot of people are. my memory's terrible, so I'm just not good at remembering those events, to be honest with you, unless, like I said, they're super significant. All right, we got a new warning. North central Iowa, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and penny hail. 1 hour to go. Locations impacted include Algonia, Union, Slog, West Bend, Burt, Whitmore, Wesley, Livermore, Fenton, Lone Rock, Cylinder, St. Joseph, Rodman, St. Benedict, Irvington, Sexton, Stinson Prairie State Park, Algonia Municipal Airport, and Call State Park. What? And Call State Park. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, that's for 60 and Penny Hail. So Penny Hail's not what you need to worry about. It's just those gusty winds, those nuisance gusty winds. So yeah, you just got to make sure you're indoors, away from windows at that point. Just staying well away from windows. That's the most important thing. Most important thing. So let me bring it all back to mesoanalysis here. So the storms right now, you can see that the main little bow segment here going into Iowa. The D cape on this, guys, is anywhere between 12 to 1,400 joules per kilogram. You can kind of see the D cape is pretty high. Instability, still have plenty of fuel. A little bit of curvy hodos. Do I have TikTok? I do not. I mean, I do, but I don't ever use it. Probably should, to be honest, to help spread awareness, but I just haven't. Look at the little low that this thing has created, man. You see that? Got what is that, 1,012? I can't see because it's all covered. See, it goes by 2 millibars each, so. Wait a minute. No, that's actually an area of higher pressure. 16, that goes 18 and 20. Chris says, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've always thought gust fronts from these storms are what knock off power lines most of the time. They can. They certainly can. So basically, a gust front, you have a strong downdraft from these storms, and the colder air smacks the ground and spreads out. And, you can kind of see some of the stuff it kicks up on radar. You can see that line sometimes. Now, that's kind of the leading edge of the colder air, essentially, in which it can hit you pretty hard. Yeah, that is where a lot of the damaging winds can be on some of the storms, is the gust fronts. Absolutely. Carrot says, unrated tornado event was, November 2001 outbreak, F3, F4s, and many other strong tornadoes. Wow. Yeah. Once again, I'm terrible with memory. I wasn't even alive then, dude. I would have been negative however many months until April of 02 came along. That's when I was born. April 2nd of 02. Hopefully these guys will start to fade out here soon. Is that a new warning I see? Severe warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny hail. Severe thunderstorms will be near Worthington, Sibley, Hall, George, Hebron Lake, Brewster, Little Rock, and Round Lake around 12:35 a.m. Central Time. So in about 3 minutes. Sioux Center, Lakefield, Boyden, Ireton, maybe. Occitan, Ashton, Matlock, and Killeen Woods State Park around 12:40 a.m. Central. Sheldon, Maurice, Harris, Craig around 12:45 a.m. Central. Orange City, Alton, Lake Park, Hospers, Melvin, and Strumble around 12:50 a.m. Central. So that is what we're looking at there. This thing does have kind of a decent little outflow boundary, though. You can actually see that little noodle it has along with it. Storm seems very broken, though. You see that? There's a lot of individual cells, kind of turning in multicellular. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Is that the one we just looked at? Or is there a new one? Is it the one over by here, Orange City area? To be honest, I don't even know why they issued this severe thunderstorm warning here. This one wasn't even in any of the storm activity. I mean, unless they were just doing it for the little gust front here. Severe thunderstorms located along the line extending from Newton Hills State Park 7 miles south of Centerville, moving south at 40 miles an hour. I mean, most of that was up on that side. Quite interesting. Let's see, we got 26 minutes on these guys. The big warning's in the east side. Ooh, what's that? Got 1 hour left on that severe watch. You don't understand why they did that either. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, if I was to have to say it, it'd probably have to be that little tail end. Probably had some gusty winds on it. I mean, yeah, you can see it did have quite a bit of gust front associated with it. Maybe it had like up to 60-mile-an-hour winds on it. They just put a warning there. Huh. It's interesting. Wish we had a little bit better of a radar here. Or another radar, I should say, up north. Okay, we're going to keep a close eye on this guy. 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny hail. This is scanning about 10,000 feet or so it's a little high up there. 40 minutes. Locations impacted include Algonia, Union, Slag. I have no idea how you say that one. West Bend, Burt, let's see, Whitmore, Wesley, Livermore, Fenton, Lone Rock, Cylinder, St. Joseph. Let's see here. Benedict, Irvington, Sexton, Stinson, Prairie State Park, Algonia Municipal Airport, and Akal State Park. I think all of these are now 60, if I'm not mistaken. They are. They are all for 60, all for 60 and hail under the threshold, except for this storm right here. The one out by Rock Rapids has quarter hail on it. But every other warning out here is just for 60 winds. Very good. So these storms have definitely weakened quite a bit, thankfully. Very happy about that. I think it's kind of weakening a bit more than what the models kind of picked up on. And like HRRR here, you can still see it's relatively in pretty good tact by the time, and you can see it really starts weakening once we get down into like possibly like northern Missouri. But I mean, like looking at it now, it looks pretty broke. I mean, we're still got some real strong winds on it, don't get me wrong, but it's not as solid as it used to be, Let's see. We've got 1 hour on this watch here. The only area that the watch is for now is southwestern Minnesota. Yeah, this is about to roll out of this region here soon. Like I mentioned, the storms where they're at now, they are in the marginal risk area now. Yeah, so there's all the warnings here. You can see that's where all the day one outlook is. So, like I mentioned, I mean, from here on out, we just have a little bit of a gusty wind concern. Tornadoes, like I mentioned, that threat's basically over at this point here. The tornado risk was further up north, and the storms have already rolled through. Let's see, damaging winds, still got that 5% kind of what we're in now. And then the hail threat, we're out of the hail threat here, so that is very good. Honestly, I'm probably going to roll off here, y'all. I don't think we need to be live anymore. I mean, we do have once again, a couple storms here. It's going to be up to 60-mile-an-hour winds more than likely. But, those winds, you just need to be indoors, away from windows. Tornado threat has pretty much diminished. Hail threat, too. I don't think there's really any need to continue to be live here tonight. But tomorrow night, we'll definitely go live for the Derecho threat. So we'll be sure to keep y'all updated with that. But anyways, folks. But if you guys have any questions before I roll off here, feel free to let me know, okay? Let's see here. But, all right, my friends. Well, thank you all for joining. I appreciate y'all. We're going to roll off here for now. Stream's going to head off here in about a minute. Skull says, all right, bye, man. See you in the next live. Yep, see you later, man. So we're going to probably do a live stream tomorrow. Either that or we're going to do a video to talk about the Derecho threat before it happens. And then we'll do live coverage tomorrow night, okay? But all right, everybody, thanks for watching. Thank you all for joining. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Y'all stay safe out there. And we'll see y'all in the next one. All right, everybody. Catch y'all later on.